Hello, everyone. Let's get this show on the road. So, um, wow, it's a little quieter without the music. Can everyone hear me just fine? Uh, I'd have to mute myself while waiting. Yeah, excellent. But again, a word of warning before we begin. So, I will ask you guys if I've got the sound balance right once we're actually into the game. But this is a full on DOS box setup that I didn't do myself. And for some ungodly reason, the intro to this game is incredibly loud. It's way louder than the rest of the game. So I'll ask you for the sound balance after that. All right, let's just give ourselves a quick little call it stream. Acceptable name. And so who's ready for a hype intro that will probably blow out all of your ears? Because that's what we're getting. Let's go.
Let's go.
The music is really good in this intro.
Mine at last. The one and only Acme Chronoskimmer. Prepare for a wild ride, my friends. This new time travel device will allow us to tunnel back in time and steal history's greatest treasures. I'm going to drop each of you off at a different time and place in history. Your job is to steal an historical object. Each of you will receive a note revealing exactly where to hide until I pick you up. Don't forget, tear up that note so no Acme agents can track you down. Chronoskimmer activated. History awaits.
And there we have our plot.
Welcome to Acme Time Net Time Pilot. We've got a major problem.
So, as you probably noticed, this is way quieter. How does the sound balance sound compared to me?
Chronoskimmer. What's a chronoskimmer? The only time travel device on the planet, that's all. Now Carmen and her cohorts control it, and they're on their way to steal historic treasures from the past. If they succeed, all of world history will get thrown out of whack. Only one person can stop them. You. I'll tell you how. Wherever the Chronoskimmer goes, it leaves a time tunnel behind. Think of it as a passage between two holes in the fabric of time. It was a problem we never got around to fixing, and it's a good thing we didn't, because now you can follow the thieves' trail through the time tunnels. There's the time portal. So jump in and I'll give you more details while...
Okay, I'll adjust it up a little bit.
It's takeoff time, time pilot!
Which might have paused it. I don't actually know. So, the game is a mixture of FMV and animation.
When you're in the tunnel, I can talk to you, but once
How
you're
does
in the
this sound?
past, I'll be out of contact. In fact, I won't even be born yet. But don't worry. I'll send along an Acme good guy to help you.
So,
This first trip is
Streamlabs.
a long one. You're going all the
Streamlabs
way back
has
to ancient
a ton of
Egypt, where
widgets.
There's something vile on the Nile. Queen Hatshepsut should have taken the throne by now, but it hasn't happened. Find out why.
Alright.
Here's Antiquity now. She's got your Chronopedia and your Acme time cuffs. Carmen always leaves a note telling her crooks where to hide, so collect any note scraps you may find. And here's the most important thing. Carmen and her creeps have messed up history, so do the world a favor and set things straight.
Whoa, time traveling always gives me a head rush. Cool. Hi there, pilot. I'm Antiquity, your trusty Acme good guide. We're in ancient
I hope you guys like puns, because every single one of the good guides is a pun.
We'd better get investigating. Just tap on that boatman to talk with him, then select the question to ask him. Oh, and remember, I'm here to help. If you get stuck, you can ask me for advice anytime.
So, the real question I have for how we're going to do this is I don't actually know how quickly I'm going to go through this game. Because a lot of the extra stuff is like, oh, you click on things, you get some historical facts, all of them are fully voice acted. But, I mean, this is a 25-year-old edutainment game about history, so, historical facts are somewhat limited. Okay, so just to explain our interface, we've got our normal point-and-click stuff up here. Down here is where the note's gonna go when we do things, and yes, Anne, I know you're looking at me to do things. We have the time cuffs here that will turn on once we solve all the puzzles. Over here we have the Chronopedia, which I will probably not be referencing much, but it tells us what year we're in, a little bit about the era we're in, including some clues for what we need to solve and everything. It's great! So this is actually the updated remake, which, just before I begin, I would like to tell you a little bit of my backstory with this game. Because this is one of the first games that I actually ever finished as a child. But it's one of those weird cases where this is a Windows 98 game that has a Windows 95 launcher. So it, forget compatibility settings. There's no way you're going to run this on modern hardware. This is actually, there's a project called VileBox, which essentially is a pre-set up, DOSBox instance that has every single one of the, Carmen Sandiego games in it. And that's the only way I was able to get this running. Also, just this is a fun little side thing. A lot of the talks with the chief between levels are going to be new to me, because the copy I had as a kid had a scratch on the disc that had all of the FMVs on it, so the audio was all screwed up. And the only reason I kept playing the game is because my sister convinced me that the chipmunk sounding whatever was, code. Yeah, no, the Mega Drive version is a port of the original version, because all of the older Carmen Sandiego games are, just go through the menus. Whereas this one was, a full-on, fully voiced point-and-click adventure game with FMVs. This was my childhood, so this is the one we're playing. Anyway, we actually do need to talk to the boatman to progress. And also, I would just like to point out, this guy's gonna be amazingly chill with us just kind of walking through a rip in space-time in front of him.
Welcome, strangers. You can talk to me by selecting any of the questions below.
Yeah, this is our, NPC tutorial. So, I mean, we know who Queen Hatshepsut is, so what's troubling her?
It seems that Hatshepsut cannot properly bury her recently departed husband, the revered pharaoh Thutmose II.
This predates Flash by quite a few years, Plato. Quite a few years.
She needs the Egyptian Book of the Dead to prepare her
Oh.
but the book has vanished.
So, I have distinct memories of my sister playing Mind Maze, and I just remember asking her, what game were you playing? Because I remember just seeing it over her shoulder one time. a few times, and, like, she couldn't remember. But I eventually narrowed that down to Mind Maze. I should see if I can track that down and play that, too.
Some say that a strangely attired rogue
Gotta
stole
love
the
old
book
Windows,
outright. The theft
old
has
Windows
sent a shockwave
history
up
games.
and down the Nile.
Alright. So, when the dialogue turns yellow, you're done. There's no more on that route.
Certainly, but first you must assist
And,
me.
so I already know how to solve the first, like, 2 time periods, because I did those just to test to make sure that everything was working. And it took me, like, 15
That
minutes?
sack on the riverbank contains my supplies for preparing mummies.
But
Please
I also
move it
kind of
onto my
rushed through it a
craft.
little bit,
To
so...
move that bag, Pilot, click down and hold. Then drag it up onto the boat.
So, we're also gonna have a little bit of jank with actually clicking on things, because my actual window size is tiny, because the DOSBox instance wants to open up in full screen, but as soon as you tab out of that to, like, say, do something in OBS,
Don't give it to
Oh,
me. Cast that bag on the
fine.
deck of my boat instead.
you're being picky, I see.
I thank you for carrying my provisions
But,
on board. It will be darkest
yeah.
night by the time we land.
So-
please take one of my spare torches from the boat.
I'm actually looking at my OBS feed for this, because it is quite a bit larger. Alright, let's grab that.
All is in order. Now my oars will carry us to Hatshepsut's temple.
We're ready to shove off. Take another look around.
Alright,
if you like.
thank you.
If not, let the boatman know. we're
More the
ready to
merrier.
Cruise the Nile.
Alright. So, we can click around in the background, again, just to get a little bit of dialogue, but most of it's just dry, informational stuff. A lot of the fun dialogue is on the critical path, let's say.
Hello again. Can you believe the troubles besetting
I
Queen
can. It's like there's a
Hatshepsut?
thief from the future who came in and stole the
As
Book
you
of the
wish.
Dead.
Hold on while I push off.
Happens all the time. Literally. Alright, so.
What a smooth trip down the Nile. Well, here we are at the temple. The woman over there must be Hatshepsut.
Yep, she is, but more importantly, we are looking for these. You need to get... So, in each level, there are going to be 3 scraps of the note. The one... In the first level, they're going to be pretty obvious. They get a little bit more devious later. But you click it,
Hey.
and
that must be
your
a
good guy
shred
goes
of
like,
the
"Yeah, we
secret
found
note
it!"
Carmen wrote for her thief. Once we find all the pieces of Carmen's note, we'll be able to deduce the thief's hiding spot.
Dig a perfect hiding place in a pharaoh's resting space. Alright, and before we talk to Hatshepsut, we should... solve the obvious puzzle of lighting our torch on
Way
fire.
to go. Now we'll turn up the heat on this case.
Yeah, no, it plays a lot differently to... Oh, my audio just peaked. Oops, sorry. But yeah, no, it plays a lot different to most of the Carmen Sandiego games. I think there were a few others like this. I distinctly remember that, like, there was a math-based one that was also a point-and-click. But, yeah. Yeah, no, no, she really does. And just power stances through life. Very great balance. But, yeah, no, so this is actually by the same people as... Oh, what was it again? The, I think it was the Reader Rabbit series, like the Treasure Island series. Not Treasure Island, Treasure Mountain. I think Math Blasters was also these guys. So, let's actually talk to Makara Hatshepsut.
Good day,
Progress
travelers. Have you come
through
to
the
offer
game.
aid?
Alright, what seems to be the
All
problem?
is in crisis. First, my husband, Pharaoh Thutmose II, passed from this life. And now I cannot even arrange for his safe passage to the next world, because someone has stolen the Book of the Dead.
How can a book affect your dead husband's travel plans? That is the most sensitive way to put that.
The Book of the Dead is not just any book. It helps us Egyptians prepare a body into a
I'm sorry,
well-preserved
lady.
mummy.
Your
The
husband's
book is
dead,
then
but,
entombed with the mummy to serve as
why a
guide
book?
in the afterlife. If not properly mummified, my husband will be vulnerable to evil spirits. Only the Book of the Dead can guide and protect him in the realm of the dead.
Alright, we're not even gonna ask who she is. We all know. We're just gonna ask, how can we help?
Observe the distant tomb in the Valley of the Kings. Within, my head priest labors at the side of my late husband. Please, enter the tomb and help the head priest finish the mummification ceremony.
Okay,
Hey,
thanks.
don't forget, we can always re-ask any questions we've already brought up.
That'll be useful for later, Anne, but, you know, not right now. Oops. As you can see, my mouse is being a little finicky.
May the gods protect you.
But
Welcome. Have you come to
we don't
help
even need to chat
prepare
with
the
this guy,
deceased pharaoh
honestly.
for his mummified voyage to the afterlife?
First we meet a pharaoh with a fake beard. Now we need to make a body into a mummy. This is one strange investigation.
Don't be so judgmental, Anne. Anyway,
Wow, it's dark as a tomb in here. Oh, yeah, we are in a tomb. Our
Grab
time
the
thief
note.
was in this tomb and dropped a piece of Carmen's note.
seek out a form. I should not do that. That peaks the mic something fierce. Seek out a form to hide behind. But yeah, so this is the reason why we lit the torch. It gives us instructions. Hieroglyphics for what we need to do for the mummification puzzle. Ain't that grand.
Did you see those hieroglyphs on the wall? I wonder what they mean.
They're clues, Anne. They're
Enough
clues.
exploring. Are you ready to begin the mummy preparing ceremonies?
So
We've
it
seen the sights.
is an
Okay, Pilot,
edutainment
let's start the
game,
ceremony.
but it's not as like the first few puzzles are really simple, and then it actually does get more challenging as you go in. But like, did you miss the little encyclopedia entry on ancient Egypt? Yes, this is an edutainment game. Alright, so we need to start off with...
The hieroglyphs on this
Yeah.
jar look kind of familiar. Maybe we.
I knew that, Anne. I meant to drag it. Let's dump some oil on this corpse.
Correct. The oil keeps the skin soft.
But just that one
The
spot.
hieroglyphs on that jar really.
Just
do
that one
mean
spot right
oil.
there. Only the stomach needs to remain soft. Alright.
Ah, yes, that's right. This resin-soaked cloth protects the body from air and helps it hold the proper shape. Even in death, a pharaoh must keep up appearances.
Excellent.
Yeah,
More
this one
genuine
definitely-
hieroglyphs decoded.
Leans more towards the entertainment than the education side of things. Which, you know, I think is a good balance for, you know,
This mask
Streaming
is
this,
adorned with prayers
'cause,
to protect the mummy's head from evil spirits.
I
Praise the gods.
not like we
That's
wanna
a wrap.
be playing
We
like
still
Mario's
need to
Time
cover the
Machine or
dead,
something.
But for now, let's move the mummy to the final burial chamber.
Okay.
Whoa, we're in the burial tomb. Let's dig out our thief and recover the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
So as I pointed out, this one's a really short
Right.
short
That's
time
the
period.
final piece of Carmen's note. Let's read it, then use the Chronopedia to figure out her hidden meaning. Once we do, we'll know the spot where our thief is hiding.
The King of Gods will do just fine. Okay, so
I'll
she's
activate
gonna turn on the
cuffs
time
straight away.
cuffs.
Once they're active, use them on the hiding spot indicated in Carmen's note. And remember,
Ah, excellent.
the
Hello back.
Chronopedia
Hello,
can help
welcome
us
back,
figure out
Propalian.
what the Carmen note means.
Okay. Muy bueno. So actually, one of the fun things, and I don't think we can do it in this one, but so you can actually use the time cuffs on like every single NPC you run into. Like in most levels, I could walk back to everywhere, and I'd get unique dialogue for using the time cuffs on anyone.
The time cuffs are active now.
She
Let's
doesn't give me a
read the
fun one.
Chronopedia to deduce
Usually
the
they
hiding spot
protest their
described in the
innocence
Carmen
and go
note.
like, "Why are you trying
Then
to
we
arrest
can use
me?"
the cuffs on that hiding spot.
I'm not a time criminal. The time criminal is behind Amon-Re, the chief of the gods. Let's go.
Bullseye. Carmen's note pointed to the king of the gods, and that means Amun-Re, the Egyptian sun god.
And so we've captured our first
This case
baddie.
is sealed shut. Sir Vile is under wraps, and the Book of the Dead is back on track.
Yeah, this is how these generally work out. You find all the notes.
Let's
You find
go,
the
Sir
guy.
Vile.
Oh.
We've got a nice, damp Acme cell where you can kick back and rust.
You have put the lid on my dark deeds for now, Acme agents. But you shall never seal my armored coat!
Congratulations! You snagged that sneaky Sir Vile, bagged the Book of the Dead, and even managed to mummify a pharaoh. I salute you! Thanks to you, the ancient ruler will have laughter in the afterlife, and Egyptian history is restored. Great job! There's another case ahead if you want to take it. Ready to get right back to work?
Yep. So the reason why I stop myself is because, despite the fact that I think I turned on the closed captioning for people who can't hear setting, it just doesn't work. So while most of the game does have text, if I talk over those, you can't hear the funny dialogue. And that's important. But yeah, no, between every single case, you gotta hey, do you want to continue or do you want to take a break? Oh, they get much longer. They get much longer. The first 2 cases are tutorials more than anything. This one's an explicit tutorial. You can't screw up that puzzle. Alright, so what's the next one?
Tie on your toga, time pilot. This time tunnel terminates in ancient Rome, circa 50 BCE, during Julius Caesar's reign. For some reason, Rome's amazing water system is completely dry. You'd better find out why. This case calls for a master engineer. That's why I'm sending along Acme's inventor extraordinaire, Ivan Idea, as your good guide. He's got your time cuffs and your next Chronopedia chapter. Good luck with the case, time pilot, and dip a toe in the Po if you get a chance.
Alright.
Hey there, pilot. I'm your good guide. I have an idea. Can you believe we're really here in ancient Rome? Julius Caesar is right over there. I wonder why he looks so wiped out.
Hail, strangers! Lend me your ears. Some wretched renegade has stolen the Forum and vandalized our great city's plumbing in the bargain.
Well, we'd better have a word with Caesar and see what's up.
Oh, I have an idea. Definitely A has a skateboard, and B has a bright future as a frat bro ahead of him. Alright, we're going to ignore you for a second, Caesar. Which, I mean, the game insists on mispronouncing his name, so... I mean, yeah, no, actual Julius Caesar was kind of a jerk. He's really good at killing people. Pretty much, yeah, no, like I said, 25-year-old game aimed at children, so... You don't have proper Latin pronunciation here. Alright, let's ignore him for right now and grab a note.
Too much! Take a look at that Carmen note.
When in Rome, do as Romans do, and when you have a chance, steal the Forum too! Alright, let's hail Caesar.
Good day, and forgive my distracted state. The sewers are in an uproar.
I mean, the sewers wouldn't be his problem. At all.
Yes, and a most felonious one. Some wretch stole the whole city block that houses the Roman Forum.
So, what do you even do with that? Yeah, they just stole a city block. It just happened, I guess. We were looking one way, kind of walked up, stuck it in their pocket, sauntered off whistling.
The Forum is the center of all government, business, law, and religion. Rome will be lost without it.
Alright, where did the thief go? It's kind of hard to hide if you have an entire... Yeah! Mysteries of Time! This hype time quest we're going on is just excellent. Anyway. Yeah, no. Yes. Ugh. Where did the thief
The villain
go?
escaped through our sewer system before my legionnaires could grab him, wrecking the pipes in his rush.
I love how it... Okay, so just as a spoiler, we're just gonna do plumbing. That is all we're doing today.
When
In
the
Rome.
thief escaped, he knocked many of the sewer pipes out of place. We have a serious failure of flow as a result.
Why does the sewer
Everyone
need to
needs
work?
clean water to drink and bathe, and the latrines must carry away unhealthy wastes.
What a
The sewers are not
stupid
fixed,
question.
things will get ugly fast.
What a stupid question. Why does the sewer need to work?
I thought you'd never ask. Go find my head plumber who is working beneath the streets of Rome. He could certainly use your help fixing the scattered sewers.
Alright. Let's head on out. It's this way.
Until later, farewell.
Alright.
It's about time you laborers arrive to fix the plumbing. No one can bathe properly without flowing water.
I just like the out of order sign. Like, this is not how a Roman bath looks at all. But I guess it would be kind of hard to explain to children just, oh hey, here's this, like, massive, formal-looking building that you're supposed to spend all day in. Yeah, that is a good question. Though he does have a strigil. So what they would tend to do is they would rub themselves down with oil, and then they would scrape it off with, like, basically a back scratcher. It does mention the tepidarium. So, like, it mentions the idea that this is not the shape they would take. I think they just shaped it like this. So you'd have a better idea of, like, this is a bath. Anyway, let's just hop down here.
Hail, friends. I could really use a hand. Hordes of angry Romans may come flooding down here at any moment.
We have a job to do, pilot, and remember, talk to me if you need help.
Okay, so this sequence is actually kind of annoying, because it's pretty obvious what you need to do here. You have the fountain up here, you have the latrine water here, you have the bath water here, you got your general water source here, you got the sewer outtake here, and you just need to put the pipes so that the water doesn't flow in the wrong spot. I might actually screw it up just to show you what happens if you do that. But we actually have to talk to people first, which is just so lame.
Greetings. I hope you've come to help solve my plumbing
Yes, we are hacking historically.
It seems an escaping thief knocked many of these sewer pipes out of place. If things aren't fixed fast, the Roman citizenry will soon be thirsty, dirty, and sick.
I mean, they'll be sick anyway, because these are lead pipes.
When you finish,
so...
we'll arm the pumps and get the water flowing. Like this.
Alright, how do we fix the sewer?
It is quite simple, really. We need to get clean water flowing up to the fountain and bath above, and we need to drain the dirty latrine water down to that trough on the floor.
I mean, if I remember correctly, I think it was the Romans who also used a certain form of lead as a sweetener. Or rather, they kept things in lead containers because it made wine sweeter, and also killed off some bacteria, making it toxic in the process. I think we also have to talk to... I don't know if we have to talk to Ivan now. Let's give it a try. Let me see. I want to just screw everything up for everyone. So, what we're gonna do is filthy water everywhere.
Right.
Let's
plugged
go.
up all the gaps. Time to use the pumps.
This is totally how this is supposed to work.
Let's apply some muscle. Will you help me pump?
Primed and ready to pump.
why don't you journey up to the
Because it was
surface and see if our
originally made
pipes
with
working in the
silver.
daylight?
What happened down there? This bathwater is vile and smells like a country barnyard.
I don't have any...
Wee!
I don't have access
We've
to my
got
Steam. Can we
saltwater
just
running.
ignore this
Let's check
guy?
out the buildings again and see if we have things right.
I didn't expect I'd have enough viewers to have to deal with this. Yeah, no, it was made with silver because silver is antibacterial. Let's actually go solve that.
Hail, fellow plumbers. How goes the flow?
Terribly.
Sorry, but the sewer still seems out of whack.
Ah, well, try rearranging the pipes. That may help.
A Carmen note.
Yeah.
Our thief must have
Super
pipelined
blasé
right
about,
through
oh
here.
well, we just dumped sewage on someone. Then, while the people take a tonic in the public baths. Alright. But in all seriousness, let's solve this properly. Like, biology, silver just, like, kills things on contact. It's actually quite impressive. Okay, so we want the latrine to come down. We actually want it to go this direction, because then the latrine water goes down this way. We want this one to connect here, because we can't really have any other pipe in that spot. We want... So... Yep, we want this one, the one-way pipe. So that the water from the bath, the output water goes out. And we want this one up here. I don't know if they have a preference
There's
between
already
those
a
two.
pipe there.
But this should work.
This pipe is heading down from the latrine, alias toilet. This pipe is heading down
Oh, right,
from
yeah.
the latrine,
You need to actually click
alias toilet.
here. That should work.
Please go above ground and see if the pipes are now working.
Congratulations!
Yes.
The plumbing works fine now. And I was in
I mean,
sore
you're a
need of
Roman.
bath.
You just
Oh,
live
and I
in the
found
bath.
this
That is
floating
your
in my
favorite
clean
home.
bath water. Have a look.
Alright.
Super job! You found the last Carmen note. We can decipher the riddle with a little help from the Chronopedia.
I mean, use some marble quite ionic to hide from Kaiser's wrath. I mean, this is going to be pretty
I'm
obvious.
charging up the time cuffs. Let's use them where the thief is hiding.
But just to showcase that they actually put more effort into this
Done,
game
my fine
than they had to.
fitters. Hail Caesar! I mean, tell Caesar that the sewer has been salvaged.
Yeah, we can try to arrest this guy.
I'd be plumb silly to hide a thief. Use those bracelets elsewhere.
We can try to arrest the guy bathing.
Hold on there. I'm cleaning up, but not through thievery.
Our plumbing is ailing no longer. In gratitude,
I don't
I
think we
shall
can
host a
arrest
party
Caesar,
in your
though.
honor. We can all
Sorry,
wear our
Kaiser.
most elaborate togas.
My first toga party! Stoked! Oh wait, almost forgot. We're here to catch a thief. Sorry, Caesar. We'll have to catch a Roman scene some other time.
As you wish. All the 7 hills of Rome, thank you.
Oh, broski. Oh, man. I want to go to your toga party, but I forgot I'm a cop. Alright, let's just arrest the thief here.
Super deducing, pilot.
Because that is an
That column with
ionic
the marble
cap
quartz
on
is
that pillar.
100% ionic. Talk about ironic.
Sure, Alanis Morissette. That is certainly what irony is.
We've cracked the case and captured the diabolical Dr. Belljar.
Alright.
Tough
And as I
luck,
mentioned at the
Belljar.
beginning-
Your
oh,
formula for
sorry?
fiendishness has failed. You're due for a long tune-up in the Acme jail.
You've pulled the plug on my prank, but Carmen won't.
I'm actually not sure how to ban the spam bot. I've never had to deal with it before.
Way to go, Time Pilot! You busted that beastly bell jar, found the forum, and restored the history of civil engineering. Thanks to you, Rome's sewer system is in top working order, and because of that, we all have indoor plumbing today. For that, you deserve recognition. I'm promoting you to Time Scout. Now you've got something to scout about. There's a whole new case just up ahead. Can you take it on right now?
Okay. Thanks, CPC. I will do that the next time it pops up. Alright. I don't actually have my Twitch stream up because I don't want to double up the sound. So we'll figure it out the next time it happens. Hopefully it won't happen. Let's keep going. Maybe to our first serious mission.
Your next stop in time is the 11th century. You'll land in Vinland. You know it as North America, but no one will call it that for another 500 years.
They didn't.
Leif Erikson and his band of Vikings should have departed for
They just
Greenland
loved
by
it a
now,
lot.
but they're going nowhere fast. Find out what's holding them up. I'm sending Rock Solid to be your good guide. Rock's an expert explorer, and in the wilderness of Vinland, that's just what you'll need. He's got your time cuffs and another Chronopedia chapter. Good luck scouting, Time Scout!
This must be where the Vikings landed in North America in 1002. But the Vikings should have sailed home by now. We better find out what went wrong.
I'm not really sure about the second one, just because the Greeks had a very limited ability to project force.
Scoundrels run off with my poor ship. It's almost reached the horizon.
He really is. Rock Solid is, in fact, rock solid. Run off with your ship.
By Thor's hammer, my ship has been pilfered. I must summon my crew for a thing.
What happened to your ship?
A thieving rogue took our ship. Without it, we'll be marooned in Vinland forever.
I can't arrest him yet. Rock needs to turn on my handcuffs.
Alas, no. But I did catch a whiff of something vile in the air.
What can we do to help?
I'll keep an eye on the ship, while you summon my crew for a thing.
Alright, tell me what this thing is.
A thing is an assembly of Norsemen, gathered to make an important group decision. This democratic practice was brought from Iceland to Greenland by my father, Eric the Red. With a fleet of 25 ships, my father, Eric the Red, sailed from Iceland to settle Greenland in 985.
Calling it Greenland because, you know, that is much more appealing than the icy wasteland up to the northwest.
Of course, everyone must contribute their opinion before a decision is reached. There'd always be doubt if we left someone out.
No. Though, fun fact, Greenland is technically north, south, east, and west of Iceland. If you look at it on a map, and that's kind of horrible. I kind of hate it.
Hurry back!
So we have to go
Remember,
convince
just
his
talk to
friends
me
to
if
go
you need any help, partner.
hang out with him.
Good eye. It's a scrap of
No,
Carmen's note
this
to a
is
thief.
Vinland, which is, I think it is somewhere up in Canada. My dear Baron, from stern to blowing sail, your thieving must not fail. Alright, so got that. Gotta enter the sod house. Talk to Ivor.
Welcome, but stand back. This sword is white hot.
Why are you lying to me, Ivor? Also, it wouldn't be white hot. That's not how you work with iron. But, what are you making?
I'm heating a braid of iron in my forge, then hammering it into a sword. It will be a beautiful piece, but I need a little silver
So,
to finish it off.
a fun little game you can play in chat. Think about what decisions they made about what kind of history to put in this edutainment game.
Why, the sword is a Norseman's most valued weapon. We even give our swords dramatic names like Battlefire or Dragonbite. but I can't name this new sword until I have some silver.
Because remember, this was made in, I think it was 1999? No, they don't even mention the monasteries. They don't mention what great guys the Vikings were.
I'm afraid I can't leave until I've polished off this sword.
You're actually wrong about that.
A well-crafted sword deserves to gleam like a dragon's eye.
There is actually quite a bit of non-European history in this game. Yes, so we need to go ahead and get him some silver for his sword.
Farewell, travelers. Come back and visit my...
Oh yeah, no. I don't know how many we're gonna see for today, but I think the next one's gonna be in China. Or Japan. It's either the Japan level or the China level that's next. I legitimately cannot remember. Okay, let's head to the riverbank. Yeah, pretty much. Though there are some things that I don't know if you'd, like, call a traditional, like, fun history thing. You'll see.
A silver nugget. The Vikings used silver and other precious metals for trading and metalwork.
You know, like most people. Oi. Grab that. Grab the note.
A shard of Carmen's card. Our thief can't be too far.
Give Leif the merry slip aboard his very ship. Try keeping right on course by hiding near the source. To talk to Tirkir. Hello. Why are you sitting out on that rock?
I was ape for a grape and fell out of the tree. I couldn't help myself. The delicious grapes around here do not grow in chilly Greenland.
Please come to the shore for a thing.
Sorry, that water is cold. It's over my head, and I can't even tread. I believe I'll stay right here and wait for more palatable conditions.
So, I don't think you're supposed to solve the rock pile puzzle before you talk to Tirkir. Okay, thanks, bye. I'll be back.
Thanks for dropping in.
You can just walk on over, it's fine.
You know, Leif may have named this country Finland because of all the grapes growing
there yet, I don't think. Not
good thinking, but
even
those
rock
grapes are out
isn't
of
tall
reach.
enough. Want to go to the hilltop.
Why, hello! Watch out for these tools, because I'm a chiseling fool. If I don't flatten this stone, I can't carve my runes.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to flatten this rock, so I can carve some Norse runes. All letters in the Norse alphabet are made up of straight lines, so that they are easy to carve into stone.
Why do you want to write this down? Bored, I guess.
Sorry, not until I flattened this rock and finished my runes.
Okay, so I think we need to head back to...
I'll catch you guys around. I mean around.
Okay.
Thanks for dropping in.
Okay. So, I think we need to give him the silver.
A nugget of pure silver. Thank you. Now I can finish my sword.
Gonna leave, he's gonna give me the last part of the note.
That's the last piece of Carmen's note. Let's decode her tattered text.
Okay. Of the modern word for starboard, Carmen. So I will leave it up to you to consider where it could be.
It's time to fire up the time cuffs for an arrest.
I think we take the battle axe.
That's the battle axe we borrowed from Ivor.
Yeah, borrowed. We're totally gonna give it back. Let's try to arrest him. Why don't you let me arrest him? Rock. Why are you like this? Okay. Was it this? No.
Hello again.
Okay. I think we can now ask him...
Sorry, that water is cold.
Excuse me, Turker.
And I can't even tread. I believe
Oh,
I'll stay
right.
here
Right.
and wait
Now
for
I remember
more
this puzzle.
palatable conditions.
If you can call it a puzzle.
Thanks for dropping in.
We have to head up here. Grab this. Put Olaf's life in danger. Let's see, can I? No. They're not letting me arrest people yet. This disappoints me.
Put your shoulder behind it and give that stump a solid thump.
We just killed a man.
Woohoo! This boulder's broken flat. At last I can carve out my runes.
What an excitable guy.
A rock on a rock is just what we needed. We've got the grapes.
All right, now we head back here. And we lure this guy back with the power of grapes.
Yum, grapes, my favorite.
What an appetite. I bet he'd jump at a chance for some more fresh grapes.
Oh, right, we need to use grapes on the river stones. You need to literally lure him. Yeah, this is pretty high. In all honesty. Yep. Alright. I have to find the actual spot to click. Let's head back here.
Welcome to the thing. We have a decision to make. Shall we recover the stolen ship and return home, or instead accept where Thor's hammer has fallen and settle here in Vinland? Personally, I would like to return to Greenland with news of our discovery.
I've had enough fighting and raiding. Vinland is pleasant enough. We Norsemen should strike fear into the hearts of our enemies. Let's reclaim our ship.
Now that the choices are clear, let's vote and decide what to do. All who prefer to remain in Vinland, show your cowardly mitts, and let no one say this thing is rigged. Now, all those noble souls who would prefer to reclaim our ship and return in glory to Greenland, please raise your loyal hands. Well, it doesn't take the wisdom of Woden to see that a tie won't help us decide.
He
Let
really
us reconsider
does.
the issues at hand.
Alright. Let's arrest them. Clearly they are all criminals. Why can I not arrest them? Lame.
I'm big, but not big enough for a thief to hide behind.
Why can I not arrest the crew?
Oh, it warms my Norse heart to see everyone here. It's a splendid time for a thing.
Okay.
As I said, I vote we recover our Norse ship and sail home to Greenland. What are your votes?
We should settle this new land for future generations of Norsemen, just as Eric the Red settled Greenland.
We've been away from our families for 8 long months. Let's recover our ship and return to Greenland. Let's stay. Remember, there aren't any grapes back in Greenland.
Do you think we should say something?
Yes. Let's try to break the tied vote.
What are you doing, landsman? Only worthy Norsemen can vote in a thing.
But Leif, we are worthy Norsemen, in spirit.
That's quite a claim. You must prove it. All Norsemen of worth know that we have named our days after the gods of Valhalla. Frey is the Norse god of sunshine and rain. What day comes before Frey's day?
Oh, it's so hard. It's gonna have to be Thor's day. Oh, this is might be a problem, because,
We
okay,
say
thank God.
Thor's Day.
That's right. But you might have been lucky, like me.
So
I'm
again,
going to
the
pose
pointer
one
is
more
clumsy.
question. Tyr is the Norse god of law and justice. What day comes after Tyr's day?
Let's say Woden's day.
We say Woden's Day.
Right again. You must be Norsemen after all. We'd be honored if you'd vote in the thing.
So that was our
Now that the
citizenship
choices are clear,
test.
let's vote and decide what to do. All who prefer to remain in Vinland, show your cowardly mitts, and let no one say this thing is rigged. Now, all those noble souls who would prefer to reclaim our ship and return in glory to Greenland, please raise your loyal hands. Well done. The issue is decided. Prepare the landing boat for battle.
Democracy at work, everyone.
Great job. With our help, the Vikings have reclaimed their stolen ship. The Vikings are ready to set sail, but we still need to catch a stowaway. Take a look at Carmen's note and remember the time cuffs.
Guys hiding on the starboard side.
Nope, no thief there. This old shield has certainly seen some action. It's full of spear and arrow holes. Nope.
I can't remember the exact spot. I'm probably... Look. It's very efficient. Very efficient.
Nope. No thief there.
Oh, am I looking at the wrong part of the boat?
Of course.
It's the steerboard.
Our thieving rascal is hiding behind the steerboard to starboard.
Yeah. That face on Rock Solid is absolutely beautiful.
Come on, Baron. We've got a nice bare cell ready for you at Acme headquarters.
You may have caught me, but you'll never wipe away the Baron's gleaming grin.
Looking good, Time Scout. I must say, those Vikings have nothing on you in the toughness department. Oh, thanks, Rock. You restored Viking
I mean, they actually converted,
Erickson will
so...
make it back to Europe to spread the word about the New World.
I'm not entirely sure about how
Well,
it descended.
Time Scout, you're quite an opponent. You apprehended the Baron, but there's no way you'll foil my next foray. It's already underway. Ta-ta.
We should have just nabbed her while she was there.
The time crime wave is continuing. There's another history mystery to be solved straight ahead. Are you ready to take on the case?
Yeah, let's keep going.
This tunnel only jumps ahead a dozen years to 1015. But you're going from the wilderness to high culture, the kingdom of Japan during the Heian era. Murasaki Shikibu should be writing the world's first novel by now, but her pages are blank. Go seek out the source of her writer's block. I'll be sending along Acme's most
I know, right?
gifted good guide, Renaissance. She has your time cuffs, your new Chronopedia chapter, and all the culture you could ask for. Hope you look good in a kimono, Time Scout. Best of luck!
Welcome to Heian-era Japan. It's nighttime in the year 1015. There's Murasaki Shikibu, who should be cooking up her famous novel, The Tale of Genji. But it looks like her creative sizzle has fizzled.
My heart drifts aimlessly like the hours on a moonless night. I feel more sadness than I have for many seasons.
What a syllabic slip-up! The Tale of Genji is supposed to be the world's first novel. We better track down what's troubling Murasaki and get her weaving wondrous words again.
Okay, first things first, though, the note.
This is no ordinary scrap. It's a Carmen note, which puts us a measure closer to an arrest.
Hide your sneaky self in a fabric soft and bright. I don't know if that's a good idea, letting the novel die. But this puzzle is kinda complicated, if I remember correctly. Or it has a lot of, like, back and forth.
Hello. I'd say I'm gladdened by your presence, if I was glad. If only I could work on my novel.
Let's start with, what's the matter?
My spirits flutter aimlessly like the last leaves of autumn. A thief has taken my book's first chapter, and with it, a piece of my soul. I can continue my novel no longer. Only the face of the full moon answers my inner questions. Can you bring it here to my room?
Moving the moon here could be tough. How should we do it?
Perhaps if you study the other rooms close by, you'll find cause for reflection.
No. It is an issue of fashion, Perpalion.
I was writing a novel. It's called The Tale of Genji.
What's it
The
about?
novel is a long romance about Prince Genji and his many adventures in Japanese court life. I believe it's a very important work.
Alright, thanks. Okay. So,
My friends, your curious clothing may cause a court scandal. Please feel free to try on one of my beautiful kimonos in the closet before departing. I store my colorful kimonos back there. You may try them on if you'd like to fit in.
so if I remember
It takes
correctly,
two to
I think
tango.
she's...
We'll need a jacket and the perfect
I
lining
don't know
to
if
go
she
with
was
it.
a noble.
Now what should I choose?
I believe she was a lady in waiting. But, yes, so we need to pick the right jacket and the right sash to go with it. Let's just start with
A beautiful jacket. Now
the
hand
silver
me a
one and the
colorful
orange
lining
one,
to
just
go
to the
with it.
closest. Oops. And you'll see the story of this,
But
or like
does it match
the
my
actual
eyes?
gimmick once we get a little further on.
My quill quivers, but not with novel inspiration. Without the moon, I'm only idly scratching away.
Okay.
Ah, the sky. What a perfect night for moonlighting.
So we need to go to the spring house.
This spot puts a spring in my step.
Oh hey, we can just adjust the mirror.
Begone! That awful kimono doesn't fit here at all!
Fashion problems. Okay. Will you let me adjust the mirror?
No! Keep those bits where I can see them.
Why won't you let me adjust the
Sorry
mirror?
to say, but your sorry look takes the spring out of my step.
Also, the accent, not the best, let's be honest.
Here in Japan, we carefully match our attire with the time of the year. Your cohort's kimono simply does not suit my sense of season.
Yeah. I mean, I said there was non-white history, Plato. Did I say it was handled well? I mean, I did mention this was made in 1999. If I remember correctly, we do need to just go back.
Do come again.
Need to hop in here. Need to hop in here. And I think it is... Is it blood? I think it's this jacket. And I think it's with the blue lining?
Smart and sassy, and just my size.
You are gonna get sick and tired of her
Heart is
comments.
a dark well, even more so than usual.
Alright, let's see. Is this the right one?
Beautiful! Your fine kimono flourishes here, like the first buzz of spring.
Well, the actual trick is you have to match it to what's on the screen. Oh no.
Do come again.
Hey, we have to remember that one because we need to start up here, basically.
This
Okay.
room makes me feel like hot stuff.
Alright, okay, we want the lilies and...
Stay cool.
let's hop in here. Let's hop in here. We want... lilies. And, oh, what was the other color? I think it was yellow. Please be right.
My quill quivers, but not with novel inspiration. Without the moon, I'm only idly scratching away.
Yeah, unfortunately, there aren't very many lines in this level, so, we're gonna hear those repeatedly. Do I have the right colors?
Bravo! Those hot threads set this place on fire!
Yeah, because we need to do that.
Stay cool!
Head in here.
This is the season to turn over a new leaf.
It kinda is, isn't it?
So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
Yeah.
My quill quivers, but not with novel inspiration. Without the moon, I'm only idly scratching away.
So the thing that's annoying is you're supposed to be able to skip that by right-clicking, and that's not working. So I think it's that.
If I ever get tired of Acme detective work, I could be a supermodel.
I think it's red. I know, Murasaki, you literally said this 5 minutes ago.
Without the moon, I'm only idly scratching away.
Is this my favorite level? No. Especially since if we screw this up... Oh, we screwed it up.
Outfit fits my domain, but the other half gives me pain.
Okay.
So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
So I gave her the wrong lining.
My quill quivers, but not with novel inspiration. Without the moon, I'm only idly scratching away.
It is... We did yellow already. Yep. Is it just orange on orange? It might just be orange on orange.
My heart is a dark well, even more so than usual.
You're just listening to your, like, goth friend as you walk by. Can I do it now? No, it's not orange.
Outfit fits my domain, but the other half gives me pain. So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
Might be blue. I'll try... Oh, thank God she didn't say anything that time. I'll try green. I'm just gonna go through the colors in order.
But what would my mother think?
I mean, it matches your hat. What more do you want? Come on. There we go.
Your kimono colors seem most suitable for my room.
Alright.
So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
Then this one is going to be...
This place is making me blue. Since I'm not sad, I
think
must be shivering.
Oh, it's silver and...
Stay warm.
Good question. It's silver and... I want to say it's
that's hot.
blue.
But will it start a trend? But what would my mother think?
Wait, no, or was it red? It might have been orange, actually, because of the kotatsu. The only reason I'm saying not blue is because blue was the spring color. And I have a suspicion that we're not repeating colors.
Part of that outfit doesn't blend, friend. Stay warm.
Can you imagine trying to solve a crime and people are just stopping you because... I'm sorry, but your shoes don't match your shirt. I mean, they're kind of limited because they wanted to go like, oh hey, what's a whatever that has like universal impact? Oh, I know, the first novel. Let's go with blue.
If I ever get tired of Acme detective work, I could be a supermodel.
Are you actually doing anything, Renee? I feel like I'm doing all the work coordinating these outfits. I'm just really bad at it.
Part of that outfit doesn't blend, friend. Stay warm.
Fashion Police Squad is such a great game. But it's not the game we're playing right now. Could it be red? It might be for the... Because, like, my theory is that it has something to do with the Kotatsu. Come on, please, let me adjust it.
Nice
there we
outfit you
go.
have there. A stylish
There we go.
match for my cool room. Stay warm.
And the last one was... It was... That one? No, it was... Yeah, no, it was Cherry Blossoms with... blue. I think. God, I don't remember.
My heart is a dark.
Oh no,
well,
she started
even more so
talking
than
again.
usual.
Alright. So, let's hop in here. There we go.
Do come again.
I remembered.
The moonlight's returned, and with it, my joy. I can write again.
Just part of our job description. Ooh, what a little moonlight can do. This little moonbeam seems to have cast new light on the case.
Alright, so I actually have to go through here because,
When the bush warbler appears, the Japanese know that spring's
where
about
was
to
it?
begin. Just like the robin in America.
Do come again.
I know that there's a note in here somewhere.
Stay warm.
Yeah, like, because one of the notes is in one of these rooms. I just didn't see it while I was,
Don't fall out of touch.
poking around. Oh god, where are the other notes? Where are the other notes? It was... Oh, here's one.
That C note means we're right on track.
Spun from worm's cocoon, a sign of the zodiac.
Those characters are hiragana, the letters that make up the Japanese written language. I think this writing says something about an animal.
So, CBC Gamer, can you read all of the drawers for us? I'm not actually gonna make you do it. That's one part of the note. Time to poke around. Good. So they didn't just pick
come again.
random hiragana.
It's green tea. Delicious.
I'm not sure.
Cranes like to spend the winter in Japan. The weather here fits the bill.
Have any of you seen a note while I've been walking around? As, I feel like I'm blind? Just not seeing it. Excellent. Give me 1 second. I need to fix something. Oh wait, no, my mouse works just fine.
So wrong. Fall out of touch.
So part of this window is actually underneath my toolbar. I need you guys to pay attention because I clearly cannot see things.
Those are rain clouds. The rainy season in Japan lasts from June through July, and nobody's dry by the time it ends.
Stay cool.
I legitimately have just not seen it. Which is the problem, because you need all 3 of them before they'll let you solve problems. Renee, have you seen it? Please inform
What's
me.
up, Scout?
Have you seen them?
Perhaps one of those friendly guards has seen something.
Oh, I think we have to talk to the guards. I mean, if they didn't let us go in our normal clothes, I don't think they'd let us streak.
Are you two sealings back already?
We're looking for a thief. Have you seen
I
anyone?
eat thief for breakfast. But sadly, no one has stopped by for a meal. Do come again.
Okay, gotta just check with everyone.
What do you want here?
I mean, I guess how,
Why, yes. And she stumbled over my kotatsu.
Okay, second one we
Thinking my
talked to.
heater wasn't enough?
Cool.
She also tossed this litter on the ground.
High five. Let's see how these puzzle pieces harmonize.
Short whiskers and naked tail. Alright, so...
With Carmen's note in one telltale piece, I'll activate the time cuffs.
Time to arrest people. Oh no. Why don't you let me arrest the guards? Come on. They've been making this entire process really annoying. Okay, so it's a sign of the Zodiac with whiskers and a short tail.
Stay cool.
We need to go into...
Do come again.
Was it winter? Oh no, it was autumn.
Stay warm.
I'm betting you it's just... Like, if half of them are right-ish, my guess is that it's just really squiggly. Okay. So, you know how earlier I said I could, I could arrest everyone? I think that's just in some levels. And then you have levels like this one where it's like, no, only use it on the...
The time cups are juiced. Let's give our thief a wake-up call. The cups are ready to go, but the thief's a no-show.
So, it should be the
Let's
one...
recheck the Carmen note to figure out where our vile villain is hiding.
So wrong.
It's silk and it's a sign of the Zodiac, and it's obviously the rabbit. But it's not the rabbit in the moon? Do any of these say rabbit, CPC?
I believe these hiragana characters add up to an animal name, all right, but my Japanese is rusty. Let's scan the Chronopedia to work out which animal this is.
It's gonna be in one of the drawers, but, okay, let's see... Okay, it's that one. Is this accurate?
Nope.
Time for the process of elimination. Which one is it?
That's not the one. This drawer is as hollow as a drum.
Because I'm having trouble reading them. A middle top right.
You're using your smarts now.
Yeah,
The Carmen
I'm
note
totally
tells us
using
you
my
made the
smarts.
Right choice. Naturally, you smelled a rat in that Zodiac.
Oh, it was the rat, not the rabbit. I was looking at the wrong one.
Mediva's the last evil diva who ever darkened these doorways.
Okay, that took longer
back
than
to
it should
Acme
have.
headquarters for you, Mediva, for a long spell in solitary.
Don't think you'll keep me under wraps for long, agents. I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve. Huh.
Terrific tracking time, Scout. The world's first novel is well on its way to publication. Thanks to you, Mediva's in a cell, and Murasaki is moonlighting her way into history. Because of you, the novel will become the world's favorite literary form. Readers around the world, thank you. You're doing excellent work, and now's your chance to do more of the same. Another case is coming up fast. Will you take it on?
So first of all, if you hear anything in the background, I live in a college town, and today is one of the days where they just randomly decide to drink themselves blackout drunk. And I live on the path between the frat houses and the bars, so it's around the time when people start walking home screaming at each other. It's great. I love it. But also, Chief, so, do I get paid for any of this? It just occurred to me to ask. But, I guess not, because that would be child labor. Yeah, sure, we'll keep going.
We're whizzing down the years to feudal England in the 9th century. By now, William the Conqueror should be done conquering and on his way to kinghood. But William's worried, and something's amiss.
Unfortunate.
See what you can find out. Polly Tix will be coming along as your good guide. If anyone can figure out the problems of an ancient political system, she's the one. Good luck, Time Scout. And don't swim in any moats.
So Polytix is a monarchist.
Know why the Chronoskimmer rules? Because we always arrive right on time. We're in England, 1086, and I'm standing by William the Conqueror, the French ruler of Normandy and England.
Hey, you two. Watch your heads. There's a siege going on.
A siege? That explains all the soldiers outside. We'll help you withstand this siege, King William.
So yeah, let's get the story.
Hail, friends. At least I hope you are friends. Those Saxons always seem to be knocking at my gates.
What's the problem here?
The Saxons are revolting. Again, someone stole my doomsday book, and the Saxons, taking it as a sign of weakness, have decided to try and overthrow my castle with a siege.
What is the Doomsday Book?
Is a record of all the people and property in England, from the lowliest serf to the highest noble. It really helps me keep tabs on everyone.
Yeah, we're helping him recover his ability to tax the peasantry.
Perhaps they need a bath? But seriously, the Saxons are not happy having a foreign king like me. I burned much of the North Country to the ground once. But will they let bygones be bygones? No!
You know, historical figures aren't always angels, but our Acme job is to put history back on track. If William doesn't remain king, all of English history might change.
Would that be a bad thing?
This stone castle I recently built is strong enough to withstand any Saxon attack. But with this siege going on outside, I'm having trouble bringing in fresh supplies.
Can we help you get supplies? Can we be filthy siege breakers?
Ah, a noble offer. I happen to have a secret passage out of this castle. Squeeze through and go find my barons and lords. Tell them my soldiers need some bread.
I mean, first of all, we have to grab this note.
It's a Carmen note. Our thief must have slipped through this secret passage.
Grab the Doomsday Book, my liege, and slip away before the siege.
Au revoir. Hurry back.
I don't know if their food would change all that much, honestly. Who actually made Beethoven's music? A good question.
Hello? Welcome to my castle.
How do you like being a baron?
Oh, it can be quite tiresome. These Saxons don't like having a foreign baron ruling them. To prevent them from rebelling, I must keep them very busy. I make sure they're always doing their specific jobs. Knowing their last names helps a lot. Help you? But I am a nobleman. It is very uncommon for me to help commoners. For the king? Why didn't you say so? In that case,
Helping you would be my crowning glory. What can I do to help?
I think that was the plot of yesterday, actually.
I know little of petty activities like making bread. Here is a list of my subjects. Perhaps one of them can help you.
Okay, we want Robert Baker.
Salutations, dear Baron. May I help you?
Can you make bread for the king's noble troops?
I would love to bake you some bread, but I am flourless and thus powerless. Do you have any flour?
No flour? Well, check with the lord down the road, as I am a baron and he is only
Oh, right, you
a
weave
lord.
bread.
The feudal system
Right,
requires
got it.
that he help me out.
Okay, so we do need to head...
That is a moat and Bailey castle out there. My men dig a deep moat, piling the dirt up inside to make a tall hill. Then we build a wooden castle on the hill. Voila! 2 defenses for the price of 1.
Okay, we need to head to the Lord. Poor thief. He's not the thief we want to arrest. We don't care about him. Again, politics only cares about, I don't know, supporting foreign invader kings.
Welcome to my estate, travelers.
Is all the land here yours?
Well, not really. Most of this land was lent to me by Baron Dupont. In turn, I lend some of the land to peasants who work the soil. The French would call these peasants villains.
I mean, this isn't actually how manorialism and systems of vassalage would interact, but, you know, we'll let it slide.
Well, it works like this. I lend some land to the villains, and they, in exchange, give me part of the food they harvest from this land. Such are the ways of the feudal system.
Not mentioning any of the coercion.
The Baron needs flour? Well, I'm happy to help, of course. In fact, it is my feudal duty. Well, I do not have any flour on me at the moment, but one of my peasants may be able to help. Just point one out.
Is it the tailor? Is it the hunter? Is it the fisher? Is it the cartwright? Is it the cooper? Or is it the miller? I think it's Sabrina Cartwright. No, Don Miller.
Lordy lord, good day. What can I do for you?
The Baron needs flour to bake bread. Can you help?
Yes, I can make some flour for you. I am a miller, after all.
A miller that makes flour to order.
There it is. Freshly milled flour for the Baron's bread. All yours.
Alright.
Alrighty then. Let's head back to Baron DuPont.
Oh, this flour is perfect. I'll see what I can bake up. Hold on.
Please make me a single loaf of bread for the entire siege.
Voila! My best bread for the king's best men.
Yeah, that'll be enough to feed everyone.
Alright, let's sneak past the siege and back into William's castle.
Our life is at risk multiple times in this one. Just to keep that in mind.
Fresh bread. My hungry troops and I thank you. And now, my next task. We need more weapons. Could you stop by the Baron's place and see if he has any swords?
Absolutely! Happy to help, your kingship.
I mean, to be fair, we are supporting William the Bastard's occupation of England here.
Salutations once again.
I mean, most of them aren't that gonna be this, like, are we sure? Are we sure we should be doing this?
One of my subjects might give you the edge you need. With whom do you care to speak?
I mean, we should just have a chat with that Ivor fellow.
How'd you do, Mr. B? What do you need?
The king needs more swords. Can you forge them?
Oh, I'd dearly love to forge some swords, but the water barrel I use to cool my red-hot metals is sprung a leak.
Have a good night.
If you can find me a new barrel, I can forge ahead.
You need a barrel? I believe the lord next door can roll one
I'm
out.
glad that you were here. I hope you get a nice sleep. See? We need a barrel.
Greetings once again, travelers.
Roll, you say? I do say. Alright, Baron Smith needs a water barrel. Do you have one?
Ah, no, you've got me over a barrel on that one. Let's check with one of my peasants.
I mean, it's clearly going to be Todd. It's just going to work.
Hello, good lord. May I be of service?
The Baron wants a barrel. Can you help?
A barrel? I'm happy to make you a barrel. Back in a flash. Ta-da! The finest barrel a baron could ask for. It won't leak a drop.
I don't know if we're going to need the Weaver. I legitimately cannot remember. Here's a barrel.
Ah, now that's a fine watertight barrel. I'll fill it with water and make some swords in no time. There you go. The finest swords in England. A real cut above the ordinary.
So let's just take in these swords for a second. At least there's more than one this time. But do those look like the finest swords in the kingdom? I think not. That one in the back looks like it's kind of bent. Just a little. Here's a frickin' pile of swords, Bill.
Ah, these swords will give me the edge over those Saxons. But now, my archers are all out of arrows. This is your final task.
Ah, yes.
With my baron and
Give them
see if he has any
absolutely
arrows to
crap swords.
Sheesh. King William's got us pulling a lot of strings.
Au revoir. Hurry back.
I mean, to be fair, these are incredibly simple chains.
Salutations once again.
Like an incredibly simple chain of
One of my servants can surely help.
words.
Which one should I call?
We want the Fletcher. Good old Kathy
Good
Fletcher.
day to you all. What is the Baron's bidding?
King William needs more arrows. Like to take a shot at making them?
Sorry, I'd make you the straightest arrows in England, but I'm a little light on feathers right now. Do you happen to have any?
No feathers for the arrows? You might be able to pluck some from the lord down the road. By feudal law, he is obligated to help me.
By feudal law, you have to give me feathers.
Greetings once again, travelers. I'm a lord, not a lark. But one of my subjects might be able to help. Who should I call?
Alright, I think we're actually supposed to grab the hunter.
Hello, Lord. How can I help?
Feathers would tickle the Baron's fancy. Do you have any?
Feathers? Certainly. I'll use me hunting falcon to bring down some
Honestly,
birds for you.
at this point, rebellion seems like a good idea, because, like, the people in the siege have no arrows or swords.
And I bagged quite a few birds. I hope the feathers help.
Kind of an odd way of getting feathers in bulk. Excuse me. Oh, the note's on top. You need to click it first.
Silverific! You scored a shred of the Carmen note.
That's not a word, Polly. Be sure to act in feudal manner and keep an eye out for a banner. Now we can take the feathers. Please, lady.
Well, look at all these feathers. Just what a Fletcher needs. They'll make my arrows fly straight and true. Here you are. These are some of my finest arrows.
Okay, that's even more disappointing return on investment than the bread. Congratulations, archers. You can shoot 4 guys. I'm not sure. What game are you playing right now, Propalium?
Fine arrows. My men will easily repulse the Saxon siege. Victory is certain.
Once I pass out these 4 arrows.
Well, I'm not sure, Your Kingness.
Come on. You can do a jig with my dancing bear.
A dancing bear? Fantabulous! Count us in. William was
Ah.
right. The arrows we brought did the trick, and the siege is over. It's time to celebrate at this wild Norman dinner party.
Yes, eat, eat. We Normans specialize in fine feasts.
I love how this is supposed to be the Bayeux Tapestry. This wouldn't be how that would be displayed. But anyway.
Terrific! The final mote of the Carmen note.
Tells the fabric of a story, how William won his English glory.
Hold on.
I mean,
I'm activating the time cup.
ABR, always be rebellin'. Can I? Yes!
No, our thief isn't lurking by William the Conqueror.
No, not behind him. Just arrest William, please. The future will thank you, Polly.
The thief hasn't been wrestling with the bear.
Sorry,
that guest is the wrong guest. No thief there.
Fine. Can we arrest the dog?
Doggone it. There's no vile suspect by that pooch.
That just sounds like cower talk, Propalion.
Good thinking. The Bayeux Tapestry is a story banner telling how King William conquered England.
That man is dead.
We've slapped the cuffs on that wily warmonger, General Mayhem. No more warmongering for you, General Mayhem. You're heading back to Acme.
I'll just have to plot a whole new campaign while stationed in the slammer.
Congratulations!
Good questions, guys. Good questions.
And put that big old Domesday book back on the shelf. Old King William is a happy conqueror. And thanks to you, England's noble traditions will survive the centuries. I've decided
I like how she doesn't even try to justify
Consider
it.
yourself a time trooper. Congratulations. If you like, we could troop on ahead where another case is waiting. What do you say?
She gives us a promotion so that we don't think hard about the fact that she can't give us a concrete evidence of what good we've done by returning the Doomsday Book. Fantastical. Sure. I think we have time for one more. Because it's, I think that'll bring me to around, like, 2 hours, then I'll see how I feel. Are we the baddies? I think we are.
To the 13th century, where China's Yuan dynasty is powering up. But an historical link between East and West is missing. Better explore the problem, Time Trooper. You'll be in the large, capable hands of good guide Rock Solid, explorer par excellence. As usual, he's got your cuffs.
I mean, it's been an hour and 40 minutes since I went live.
Remember, China is huge, so wear your walking shoes.
Remember, kids, China is big.
We made it, Trooper. We're in China in 1271. This year marks the start of the Yuan dynasty and the reign of Kublai Khan. And look, there's the wise Khan right over there.
Why the heck would he just be sitting in the middle of nowhere
Khan
under a
is not
mulberry
pleased.
tree?
I was looking forward to a visit from the Polos, and now this.
Say, the Khan looks pretty put out after scanning that scroll.
Okay, let's see what the problem
Polos
is.
have fallen victim to a thief on the Silk Road. Even worse, without the oils they hope to bring, the Polos have headed back for Europe.
I mean, for all they know, we're part of the Italian party. Can you tell me about the theft?
My foreign friends, the Polos, were bringing precious oils from their distant homeland, but a dishonorable thief has stolen this gift.
Look, we have to have Kublai Khan so he can build his stately pleasure dome.
The Polos are merchants from a place called Italy, far to the west. They came here years ago and promised to return with gifts from their homeland.
Can we be of assistance?
Great Khan has learned to trust foreign visitors and accepts your offer. Please help the Polos for me. To speed your travels, I grant you full use of my golden tablet of passage, which allows safe travel throughout my domain.
But more importantly, are those firecrackers by your feet?
Indeed. Firecrackers are most useful in celebrations and to frighten away evil demons. Behold. Come, Sung. The Khan's cat must be braver.
Alright, thanks. I'll just take some of those. Can I take some more? No, I cannot. Alright. We really need some overtime, because we are kind of just having a walking trip across China.
Hey, that's a piece of Carmen's note. The thief was here.
In Xanadu did Kublai Khan a stately dome decree. It's a stately pleasure dome game. They fell off the back of a truck. I mean, to be fair, gifts was a euphemism for like, tax/tribute. So...
The first compasses were made by floating a spoon in a bowl of liquid. The spoon was made from a magnetic metal called a lodestone.
I mean, that's a fun factoid, Rock, but it's not really relevant to our situation right now.
I wish my hands were not so idle for lack of silk. I'd rather be spinning silk than sipping soup.
Why are you out of silk?
My silkworms can produce no silk, for they have nothing to eat.
What do silkworms eat?
Silkworms are finicky eaters, and will feast only on the leaves of the mulberry tree.
Why don't you feed them some leaves?
My mulberry tree is all out of leaves. My poor worms are starving.
Okay. I believe we need to go back to Konbalik.
Farewell. Pleasant journey.
Yes. Because this...
In ancient China,
is a
money
mulberry
did grow on
tree.
trees. The Chinese used the bark of mulberry trees to make paper money and the leaves to feed their precious silkworms.
Gotta grab one of these so I can watch this wonderful animation again. Give this lady some mulberry leaves.
That didn't get us very far.
Right, can't put it on the soup. Because of course I want to talk about the bowl, not the lady I'm pointing at.
The leaves on that branch look quite fresh. Perhaps my hungry
Alright, I
silkworms
think
in the tree would find them appetizing.
Gotta give it to the
Wow,
silkworms.
those worms have an appetite just like mine.
Got
Big.
it. A little overly finicky, but... That's totally how that works.
Kindness. Please accept this gift of silk in gratitude.
Spitting into proper silk and then weaving and dyeing takes no time at all.
Farewell. Pleasant journey.
I mean, Rock is really fast, Propalion. Super fast. Fastest guy in the world. Okay, I want to...
You must be cracked to try dealing with a porcelain bowl. Try trading with me.
Okay,
instead.
stop mocking me. I could talk to you, but it's pretty obvious what we're gonna get from where we're going to be doing here. We need to give him some silk.
What fine silk! In return, I shall give you this porcelain bowl. And to prove my generosity, I'll add the spoon for free.
Because if we were chatting with the lady a little further, she would be bitching about how her bowl is really annoying
Safe
to
travels, my friends.
actually use. Because actually, let's chat with her quickly. I mean, we're tracking down Carmen Sandiego. That's how these work.
I would like to eat my soup, but this spoon has a mind of its own. Scholars tell me it detects
I mean,
strange
if we
energy.
saw Carmen
All I know
Sandiego
is that
immediately,
each time I set it
we
down,
could just
the spoon spins
throw
and
the
points in same
handcuffs on her.
direction.
And then we wouldn't have much of a game, right? Alright, let's give her this bowl.
Many thanks for the new bowl. Let me give you this bowl and spinning spoon in return.
So the only reason that I'm just kind of rushing through this one is I remember the puzzle here. Mostly.
Safe travels, my friend.
And mostly because I remember getting, like, stuck here and running around and just getting really annoyed.
Take note, that C note means we're hot on the paper trail of our perpetrator.
Meanwhile, you steal the precious oils from Polo's Italy. When you have them, wait for me. Make sure that you're alone. Okay. Get the Great Wall. We need to travel.
That's using your head. This
I
compass
know.
will point us
He's
in the
so
right
fast,
direction.
isn't he? We were told to bring our walking shoes, right? Okay.
Phew, your soup bowl guidance really helped us cook through that desert. And say we're not alone. I do believe we've found Marco Polo and his party.
I've joined my father Niccolo and Uncle Maffeo on their second visit to the Khan.
Would you stand
But
like
without
this
our oils,
in
our
sandals?
caravan will have to turn back.
I don't think you would. Let's talk to him,
Buongiorno.
actually.
Have you any oil? Ours was stolen.
So how do you like
I'm
traveling?
not even 20, and already traveling is in my blood. The past 3 years' journey east with my father and uncle has been magnifico. A life
I think
of
you would
adventure
scrape up
awaits.
your, like, toes by
Only
doing
I
that.
can meet the Khan.
Also, that is one patient camel.
Our plan to bring precious oils to the mighty Khan was foiled by a thief in strange garments who looked neither European nor Chinese.
I mean, they... Look, this game started with someone just being completely blasé about us walking out of a rip in the space-time continuum in front of him. And then we cross-thrusted at him. I think everyone in this setting is just kind of like, oh hey, this guy's huge. I should trust him with my life story.
The oil thief proved too slippery to catch, but I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
If I remember correctly, we need to
So
go back
long.
here.
Best of luck bringing down that bandit.
And hey, remember how the Khan's pet was scared of firecrackers? Yeah.
Nice job, Trooper. You really made that tiger turn tail.
I mean, I think everyone needs to trust Rock Solid implicitly.
Looks like someone's been digging up coal out of this sooty old mine.
Okay, we need to grab some coal. Do we?
These look just like coal. I wonder who's having the barbecue.
Yeah, he's like 20 feet tall. What was the next step here? God, I can't remember the next step.
So long. Best of luck bringing down that bandit.
So we clearly had to get him out of the way of the cave. Does anyone remember, like, and seeing any tools or something we could use? Why aren't you letting me take the coal? I should totally be allowed to take the coal.
Arrivederci.
Again, just sprinting everywhere.
Safe travels, my friends.
We can't actually go inside, which is annoying. Back to Konbalik.
Farewell. Pleasant journey.
I mean, we could talk to Rock and get, like, a hint, but... maybe we should actually do that.
What's up, my friend?
What's our main goal now?
Well, we found the polos, but not all of Carmen's note. We'll need every piece to capture our crook with the time cuffs.
Okay.
Marco Polo thinks the thief is hiding somewhere nearby.
Oh, okay, so we are supposed to be back over there. Let's just go run across China again.
Farewell. Pleasant journey.
Also, that lady is just a
Safe
fiend
travels, my
for
friend.
soup. Now that's a mission I could get behind.
That's using your head. This compass will point us in the right direction.
Just encourage this one guy to be lazy as hell. Okay.
So long. Best of luck bringing down that bandit.
It is something to do with the cave.
Looks like someone's been digging up coal out of this sooty old mine. These look just like coal. I wonder
Why
who's
are you
having
like
the
this,
barbecue.
Rock? Maybe we need to talk to him again?
Greetings once
Please.
again. By chance, have you come across
Please.
any oil? Ours has not been recovered.
I know. Wow.
This porcelain bowl has a spinning metal
That's not
spoon.
what I want to talk about, Rock.
I've joined my father Niccolo and uncle Maffeo on their second visit to the Khan. But without our oils, our caravan will have to turn back.
So does anyone have any ideas?
So long. Best of luck bringing down that bandit.
Because we can interact with the coal here and the cave here.
That's an attractive choice, but I'm not sure it will point us in the right direction.
We can't go inside the cave. I click on the cave and...
Looks like someone's
He's
been
like,
digging
"Ah,
up coal
someone's been
out of
digging
this
up
sooty
coal."
old mine. How can I help?
Okay, thanks, Rock. You can't actually help me. Oh. This is why I thought I memorized the puzzle.
I've joined my father Niccolo and uncle Maffeo on their second visit to the
Oh, I
Khan.
can't skip. Why
But
can't I
without
skip?
our
Why can't I
oils,
skip,
our
please?
caravan will have to turn back. Arrivederci.
That's an idea. It wasn't letting me drag? Oh, right. Right, he gets lost if you don't use the metal bowl. And finally gets slightly
I
exhausted
got lost. We need some device to find our way through this land of sand.
for just getting lost.
That's using your head. This compass will point us in the right
It
direction.
might be a pixel hunt. I don't think it was. We just need to find the third piece of the note, because I do have a vague memory of
So
where
long.
the thief is
Best
hiding.
of luck bringing down that bandit.
Yeah, no, that's the one annoying thing, like, which I think is just, it's because of old game design. Yeah, I'm trying to click and drag it and it's not working. But, yeah, no, you have to solve the puzzle every single time. It's kind of like how every single time I leave,
Arrivederci.
Marco Polo needs to comment. Oh, wait, no, there's the note.
Ooh-ah, we found the final fragment of the Carmen note. It'll help
Wow.
us find our fiendish fink.
Wow. Wow.
Now that the C note's complete, I'll activate the time cuffs.
Wow. I feel ridiculous.
There's no trace of our target here.
Safe
Let me
travels,
have
my
some
friend.
fun. Let me have some fun, Rock.
That's using your head. This compass will point us in the right direction.
Okay, I mean, I know
So
where to go
long.
now. At
Best
least.
of luck bringing down that bandit.
I mean, I would, but that would require me to run literally across the entirety of China. I'm kind of sick of this level by now.
Right. The lair of the black stone must be a Chinese coal mine.
I mean, every time we're there, we walk with rhythm, so that's a bad thing.
Let's go, Jekyll and Hyde.
My dear Acme friends, I know you're only doing your jobs.
But you won't keep me locked up for long, losers! Excellent work! You rescued the Polo family, jailed Jacqueline Hyde, and did some pretty sharp bartering, too. Thanks to you, trade between Europe and Asia will blossom, changing the course of both cultures with a bang. Congratulations, Time Trooper!
So, you've snagged another of my sidekicks. I'll admit it. You're a talented time trooper. But you'll never stop my next scheme.
Looks like Carmen's causing more crime just ahead in time. Can you take this case?
So, I think I've got one more case in me. How does that sound for everyone else? Stretch a little bit, have a little drink of water. I mean, look. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. In fact, is there a way I can ban you for saying that? Alright. So, yeah, let's do one more. I'm trying to remember what this one is. I think I know which one's next.
This time tunnel leads to Western Africa
Yes,
in
it's
the
this one.
14th century. It's the height of the Mali Empire, and a pivotal pilgrimage should have hit the road by now. The problem is, no one's going anywhere. See what you can find out. If there's one good guide who knows great empires, it's Antiquity. She's going with you, so look to her for guidance, time cuffs, and another Chronopedia chapter. Better dress for warm weather, Time Trooper. Good luck.
Whew, another day, another time period. How's this for heat? Welcome to sunny West Africa in the year 1324. We're just outside the city of Niani, and the fabulous-looking fellow there is Mansa Musa, Emperor of the Mali Empire.
Well, now, if that isn't the straw that broke the camel's back. A man most strange just stole my only block of salt. My pilgrimage cannot begin without it.
Aha. Sounds like our thief needs to cut down on his salt intake.
So, this particular pilgrimage... okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Mansa Musa is arguably one of the richest people in history. To the point where when he went on his big pilgrimage to Mecca, he would basically brought enough people along, they would literally just build mosques in every city he stopped by, and also simultaneously crash their economy with just how much money he was throwing around. Probably not even that big. Okay, let's just chat with him and see.
A gritty character
See what
just
we
have
need to
stolen
do.
All the salt, my most precious possession. Without that salt, we're going nowhere.
Where? What's the delay?
Someone has stolen my caravan's only block of salt. If my followers hear of this, they'll surely disband. And do you have any idea how long it takes to get 60,000 people packed up and ready to go?
Yeah.
Salt is essential for the body. It
I-
helps us survive
I don't think
long
this game
trips
has a
through
good
the desert,
grasp
by
of
placing the salty
logistics.
sweat lost to the hot sun. Water alone is not enough. We must have salt too.
Can we be of any help?
Why, yes. How gracious of you to offer. Take my gold staff and trade it for the largest block of salt you can find. The success of my pilgrimage depends on you.
Okay, thanks.
Good day, and what a fine day it is in the bright country.
The Bright Country was a common nickname for the Mali Empire. Think about it. The African sun, the plentiful gold, and the friendly reputation of the Mali people. Makes sense, no?
We're totally just gonna melt this in your pot, right?
Hold your camels! What are you trying to do, get me in trouble? I know a piece of Mansa Musa's property when I see it. This is his personal gold staff. I can't melt this down.
There's no need to worry. We're on a mission from Musa. He gave us the staff so that we could obtain some salt for his journey.
Well, that is an
That is
interesting
true.
claim, but I'll need proof that Mansa Musa actually gave you his staff and that you didn't borrow it. Fortunately, I am well acquainted with Musa's pilgrimage. Answer my questions about it and I'll melt the staff for you.
Am I the only one who thinks this guy looks really short?
Here we go. What is the Arabic word for a holy pilgrimage?
So it is a Hajj.
Well done. Hajj is the Arabic word for a holy pilgrimage. All good Muslims are expected to make this important journey at least once in their lifetime. Permit me to ask another question. What is the final destination of Mansa Musa's pilgrimage?
That is clearly Mecca.
That's correct.
Oh no, it's gonna be Plymouth
Mecca
Rock.
is the holy city
Clearly.
of Islam, over 3,000 miles away. All good Muslims are expected to go there at least once in their lifetime. Permit me to ask another question. During Musa's pilgrimage, how many pounds of gold will each camel carry?
It is 30.
No. Guess again. Permit me to ask another question. Musa's journey will take him through an ocean of sand. What is the name of this vast wasteland?
So, interesting thing. When I said this was made in like 1999, it's important to remember that the American perspective on like everything related to Islam was completely different. So keep that in mind.
That's correct. The mighty Sahara takes up much of the North African continent. It is not an easy task to cross it, but Mansa Musa is a devout and determined Muslim. Nothing will stop him. I'll give you another chance. During Musa's pilgrimage, how many pounds of gold will each camel carry?
So do we think 100 or 300? I'm gonna go with 300.
Correct! 300 pounds on each camel. It's a real treasure trove, and the Mansa will need all that gold to finance a long and extravagant journey to Mecca.
According to the history books, Mansa Musa gave away so much gold while traveling that its value dropped in Cairo. His wealth and generosity literally put the Mali Empire on the map.
My doubts are dispelled, strangers. I am well and truly convinced that you come as messengers of Mansa Musa.
Please answer this trivia. These trivia questions so I can give you just shit tons of gold. Great, it's fine.
What an eagle eye! It's a part of the Carmen note.
In Mali, Africa, you'll land, where cities meet the desert sand. Alright.
Goodbye, traders!
Okay. Head over
See
here.
the 20-foot-high walls behind me? They're the outer walls of the fabled city of Timbuktu, where the camel meets the canoe.
Ah, yes. Very clever. Timbuktu is a splendid trading spot, centrally located between the camels of the desert and the canoes of the jungle rivers. It is my favorite city in all of Mali.
Hey, let's see what your crops
I bet
are.
you didn't know that the Mandinka people of the Mali Empire were the first to cultivate onions as a crop. We have them to thank for onion rings, Trooper.
Oh, that is a very important invention right there. Onion rings and bloomin' onions and just delicious.
A Carmen note. I thought something was afoot with this camel.
Hit you now. For famous souls I have a thirst. So check out Moose's convoy first. Can you just imagine being the time criminal that was assigned to steal a block of salt, knowing that one of your coworkers was assigned to steal an entire city block? I mean, I think the idea is that everyone can see me, and I'm just sitting here, and they're like, who's this guy? Just fine. Hey.
Let's see now.
Oh, right, I need to put the gold in first.
Something tells me that's not such a good trade.
Well, you're
Maybe
not
we
just
should
gonna
add
give it
some
to
gold
me?
to our side of the bargain. That bundle of gold just melts my heart.
Maybe we should just go home. Okay, we do need to compare. It's me!
Yes, interesting.
Something tells me that your offer seems quite a bit dry.
I think we're giving him the very short end of the stick. Let's add a little more gold.
Okay, let's try this.
Yes, interesting.
It needs to be slightly heavier.
1,000 apologies, but your proposed trade is sadly lacking.
I think we're giving him the very short end of the stick. Let's add a little more gold.
This one and this one. Now the real question is, can we keep the remaining gold? No, it needs to be a little bit more.
My spirits are dampened, I'm afraid. Your golden bid
Clearly.
seems a bit scanty.
We can do better than that, Trooper. We'll need just a little more gold.
I think it's this little one. You can barely see. You can barely see that on the scale.
Let's see.
Nope. This guy gets another camel shower.
I have the distinct and somewhat moist feeling that your offer is not generous enough.
We can do better than that.
Dear
Trooper.
God, this
We'll
guy's
need just
patience.
a little more gold.
Can you imagine working and if anything was wrong, one of your coworkers just spat on you?
Let's see here.
Really? Really?
Oh my! I am practically marinated by that offer. But it is still slightly lacking.
We can do better than that, Trooper. We'll need just a little more gold.
Alright. Was it this one? This seems overly finicky to me. I don't know about you guys. Ugh.
I have the distinct and somewhat moist feeling that
I
your offer
don't
is
think
not
it's all
generous
of it.
enough.
I
We
don't
can
think
do
it's
better
all
than
of
that,
it.
Trooper. We'll need just a
Okay,
little
I'll
more
try
gold.
all the gold. Nick. Before you ask, yes, this is a slightly awkward interface for this.
You are most generous, but I cannot match your weighty bid with my salt.
Yeah, that's what happens if you give him too much.
Let's remove some gold.
I wish they would leave the gold on there to make this a little bit less tedious. That's all I'm saying.
Your golden overture is tempting, but just a tad excessive.
We've been a bit heavy-handed. Let's try offering a little less.
Let's try that one. No, it didn't.
My goodness, I am only a poor merchant. I do not have enough salt
Can you
to
just
match
get
your
some
offering.
more salt, dude?
We've been a bit heavy-handed. Let's try offering a little less.
Grab that. I don't want the blanket, I want the gold piece. Like, I have a feeling it's just 3.
Oh my. I don't believe I have quite enough salt to match your offer.
We've been a bit heavy-handed. Let's try offering a little less.
That's how you know this is a logic puzzle. Except the logic is just trial and error. Add camel's foot, we'll call it a deal. Yeah. It might be just those 2.
My goodness. I am only
No.
a poor merchant. I do not have enough salt to match your offering.
We've been a bit heavy-handed. Let's try offering a little less.
I have a feeling it does involve the biggest
Let's
one.
see here.
That's what I'm trying.
My spirits are dampened, I'm afraid. Your golden bid seems a bit scanty.
We can do better than that, Trooper. We'll need just a little more gold. Remember, you can always talk to me if you need some
I don't need help! Shut up, Anne! I'm gonna try every other, unless I've already tried that. I probably already tried that, but we're gonna do it anyway. Like that. The 4 middle is an idea.
See here.
Yeah, let's try the 4 middle after
I
this.
have the distinct and somewhat moist feeling that your offer is not generous enough.
We can do better than that, Trooper. We'll need just a little
This is where
more
Valve
gold.
got him from, definitely. Yeah, let's try the middle 4. Please, guy, I am willing to overpay you. This isn't my gold. Okay, so yeah, what would bother me less
What have
is if
we
it's
here? Something tells me that your offer seems quite a bit dry.
Okay, I'm just gonna
I think
ask
we're giving him the
Anne
very short end of the
because
stick. Let's add a little more
yeah.
gold. What's going on, Trooper?
How can I balance
Let's use
it?
the process of elimination. Try taking away or adding just one piece of gold at a time and see what happens. This should help you figure out what doesn't belong.
Oh my god. Let's try... these 4? Dear Lord. We're gonna be sitting here for an hour.
Now that looks
Oh,
like a fair
finally.
trade.
It's a deal even a camel can love. We have ourselves a trade, my friend.
Finally.
You drive a hard bargain, my friends, but your offer was fair. Please take the salt, and may it save you from thirst on a hot desert day.
We got the salt. Let's hightail back to Mansa Musa so he can get his show on the road.
Also, I'd just like to point out, this is a salt that I'm pointing to. I know I don't have a camera on, and I'm pointing at it on my screen, is supposedly enough for 60,000 people. Can we take our...
Don't worry about the leftovers, Trooper. We don't need them.
But Anne, I don't get paid.
Salam, travelers.
We can't take the gold. Here you go, Mansa.
Distinguished guests, my gratitude knows no bounds. How well and faithfully you have obtained this most excellent and essential salt. I must alert my retinue. Let the glittering pilgrimage begin!
Alright. Gotta grab that paper.
Holy pilgrimage! You found the last piece of the Carmen note. Let's have a look.
How bad is it? Because it doesn't look like I have any dropped frames on my side. It's been a pretty constant 30 frames per second. Tip of the desert is your ride. The leading one is where you'll hide.
Good job. I'll activate the time cuffs.
So it is currently 8:09 when I say this. When you hear that, type what time it is in the chat. I want to see how big the delay is. Oh, wow. I mean, 10 seconds isn't a massive delay, all things considered. And it might... I think it's probably just my internet, to be honest.
The Chronopedia helped point us
Yeah,
right at
the
that camel,
Chronopedia,
the leading ship of the
totally.
desert. We've busted Bug Zapper. He's the
That poor
electrifying
camel.
beast everyone's been buzzing about.
Oh god, you're time traveling? Shit.
All right, Bugs. Gigs up. We're hauling your sorry mug downtown with us.
You think you're smart, eh? Oh, get out of here. You won't keep me in the clink for long.
Great going! You busted Bug Zapper and you saved the day for Mansa Musa by snagging that salt with your clever balancing act. Because of you, Mansa will make his Hajj to Mecca and spread his wealth around, and by golly, jolly old Molly will hit the heights of glory. You've done excellent work, as usual. Can you continue on and take another case?
I think I can do one more, especially since I think we're starting to get pretty close to the halfway point of the game. Oh, why not?
You're moving on to Germany in the 1400s, birthplace of mechanical printing.
I mean, we are going to Germany,
Very important book should be on the shelves by now.
but it's not for
nowhere
that.
to be found. Time for a title search, Time Trooper. This time, that genial genius, Ivan Idea, is going along as your good guide. Good luck, and don't forget to read the fine print.
Tunneling through time sure beats taking the bus, huh, Trooper? Welcome to Minsk, Germany, 1454.
Oh yeah, we
Looks
could totally
like
go
we're
to
in printing
Minsk
shop
with a
and-
bus.
Hey, that's Johann Gutenberg. We must be in the world's first printing shop.
My masterwork has been stolen, gone before the ink was dry, and this mess, ink and printing type everywhere. I'll be the laughing stock of Minsk.
Johann, my man, your troubles are over. We're on the case.
Johann Gutenberg?
Tragedy. No print shop tour today, I'm afraid. My masterwork has been stolen.
What happened here?
My workshop has been robbed. A thief absconded with my Bible, the first printed book in all of Europe. Ah, and a villain also made quite a mess while running away.
So, first of all, we need to grab the
You
note.
found a piece of the C note. Pretty soon it'll be Carmen herself who's hanging out to dry.
Oops. Before I come to bring you home, you'll snatch the world's first typed up tome. I mean, it wasn't typed up. But yeah.
We'd better not bail before talking to Gutenberg. We don't even know what's going on yet.
But we do, Ivan. We do.
Hello again. My Bible is still missing. Bitte, have you seen it?
Why don't you just print your Bible again?
Ach, if only it was that easy. My printing ink is spilled, and to make a new batch, I'll need lampblack. Also, I need to create a notice warning the townsfolk of that thief in our midst. But covered in ink like this, I'm useless.
So, lamp black and helping him print a notice.
Yes. Bitte, find me some lampblack and print the public notice so we can warn the good people of Minsk.
At least he's civic-minded, I guess. Okay.
Bitte, kindly remember to bring me some lampblack. Mine printing press is
I know,
silent
it's
without
great. It's great that we've got, like, frat bro Ivan here. And, like, everyone's just like, oh yeah, this is perfectly normal.
Good eye, Trooper. You snagged a piece of the C note.
Make your vile swipe when the time is ripe.
Yes, filthy, yes, yes. This oil lamp is caked with soot. No good for light. All yours if you want it.
Sure, I'll take that. Because that's where lamp black comes from. I will take the chicken.
That chicken's seen cleaner days. She's covered in soot.
I take the chicken. Chicken is mine now, sir.
That's a recipe for my new eternal youth elixir. 1 blackened chicken feather, a drop of acid, and a pinch of lead. Its effects are a bit too eternal. Want a taste?
Sounds nice, dude, but, we just ate.
Hey, guy, you want me to poison you?
That old fountain is a relic from the Roman age. Lucky for us, the plumbing doesn't need fixing.
Can you imagine this guy just like, oh yeah, I remember when he fixed Rome's plumbing right in front of you? Right. Okay, we need the oil lamp on the ink pot.
Wunderbar! The soot on this lamp comes from partially burned oil. It's lamp black, just what I need to make a new batch of ink.
I have a friend in Minsk who has a friend in Pinsk, whose friend in Omsk has friend in Tomsk, with friend in Akmolinsk, his friend in Alexandrovsk, has friend in Petropavlovsk, whose friend is somehow solving now the problem in Dnipropetrovsk. Oh man, I cannot pronounce Russian place names. It is a personal failing. Alright, so now we can arrange type on case.
Very good. It is time to compose a noteworthy warning notice.
Okay. Notice. It's probably... We just have to spell it backwards. Thief on the loose. This is a really terrible font. Bible stolen. I remember this being tougher when I was a child. I will be honest.
Notice we have no notice?
Alright.
Without any vellum on the chase, we've printed on thin air.
Right, we need to do this other step of putting vellum down. Which they... I think if they would have used vellum for this...
Well done.
Or if
Let's
it
have a look
was...
at the notice. Oh, wunderbar. You've printed an invisible message. We will need some
Fuck you,
ink to
Johann.
produce legible results.
Fuck you. It's a blank sheet of paper, Johann! Please.
Good. Let's ink. Well done. Let's have a look at the notice.
There we go.
Notice. Well said. A fine beginning. Thief on the loose. Very nice. I have goosebumps. Bible stolen. Oh, this is so wonderful. I am approaching tearfulness. This notice is quite perfect. Just give me a moment to print up a tall stack.
I just feel like Johann here is just overly sarcastic.
And voila! Enough notices to wallpaper the city twice over. I'm off to put up these notices and warn the good folk of Mainz about the thief.
This is an awfully short one, actually.
You got the third piece of the C note. Let's decode this baby.
Also, before then hide by the major metal in Johann's printing type. I don't know why they let us pick up the chicken. I do not know why they let us pick up the chicken. Legitimately. Okay. Okay. So, we're using Again, I've no clue why they let us pick up the chicken.
You're brave to pet poultry looking like that.
I
She's
don't
totally
know.
dirty.
Gutenberg's teeth notice. Yeah. Made that on his newfangled printing press device, did he? Now bad news can travel fast.
Okay, I think we have to clean the chicken in the fountain.
The chicken does need a bath, but not in the town's drinking water.
That old fountain is a relic from the Roman age. Lucky for us, the plumbing doesn't need
What do you mean
fixing.
not washing it in the drinking water? Gonna try it.
Elemental! Lead is the major metal in Gutenberg's type, and that's just
So I guess
where
that's
our
just
thief is
like a
hiding.
side puzzle.
Woohoo! We
How?
busted Chain reaction!
How did she hide in there?
Your runaway reaction days are over, Jane. You're going on ice at Acme.
Dream on, detectives. You've got me under control for now, but there's a meltdown coming soon, and her name is Carmen Sandiego.
Way to go! You put the chains on Jane reaction, mastered the printing process, and got Gutenberg back in the biblical bookmaking business.
Now that chicken, I'm gonna lose sleep over that
The
chicken.
printed word will carry the world's wisdom to bookshelves throughout history. Librarians everywhere, thank you. Work like that deserves a reward. Hey, can you handle a promotion? Good, because now you're a time detective. And if you want to try your title on for size, there's another case brewing. Can you start working on it?
That one was pretty short, so we might as well keep going, right? Yeah, let's keep going. Oh, yes! Sure I do.
How could they all be caught? The dimwits. Looks like it's time for a jailbreak, Carmen Sandiego style. A few tweaks to the Chronoskimmer, and I'll be there in no time. You fools need bailing out, I see. I'll just chronoskim you past those outdated bars. Stand back. I have more history hijinks planned for us. So, back to the past we go.
Well.
Time detective, I've got a major bummer bulletin. Carmen Sandiego has just chronoskimmed into Acme jail and then back out again with her heinous horde in tow. That's right. She used our technology to pull a jailbreak. How embarrassing. Now, we've reinforced the prison with trans-temporal laser bars, so another jailbreak can't happen. But of course, now those crooks are back out there pilfering paraphernalia from the past. They must be recaptured. It's a good thing you're out there on the job. Right now, you're fast-forwarding to 1460, where something strange has happened in the Inca Empire's accounting. You'll have to straighten out this knotty problem. When you're visiting the center of
Accounting, you say?
Antiquity is the good guide you want on your side. Good luck up in the Andes, detective, and don't get lightheaded in that mountain air.
Yeah,
You
no.
know, you'd think they'd serve more than just a snack on these long time flights. Antiquity here. If you're feeling woozy, it's the altitude. We're way up on top of the Andes, smack dab in the middle of the Inca Empire. The year is 1460, and that's Emperor Pachacuti Yupanqui over there, the head honcho of the Inca Empire.
May the mighty sun scorch the demon's eyeballs. Someone has stolen my quipus. All of our records lost. My empire will fall apart at the seams without them.
Whoa, he is losing it. We'd better investigate the situation.
Oh dear. I don't think we're inventing accounting. I think it's just I gotta get those keepers back. I mean, we'll talk to that guinea pig in a second, but I just want to comment. I just love the, oh man, they used the time machine to break them out of jail. It's okay though, we've got laser bars now, so they can't do it again. We have anti-time travel prison bars, don't you worry. The prison industrial complex is strong in Acme.
Whoa, hey, that's a Carmen note. The thief was here.
Takakuri's tears and sweat have made his reign the greatest yet.
Oh, look at the furry guinea pig. Cute little guy. What do you call it?
Dinner? That's a cuy, of course. With a little corn and plenty of salt, they are most tasty.
Oh, sorry I asked.
That is a good question. Why you don't just use anti-time travel bars? Who knows, maybe they're expensive or something.
My administration is in a shambles. The outer regions are already grumbling.
Why are you upset?
My quipus have been stolen. Without them, I can't keep track of things in my empire.
What does a quipu do?
A quipu is a long strand of knotted string used to record numbers. It is very exact. I use quipus to track all important numbers related to my empire, like population counts and inventories of food.
Why do you keep inventories of food?
You see, all surplus food made by the people is collected here in Cusco. Then, if a particular region is struck by famine, I can send them some food from my royal stockpile. But without the quipus to keep track of the supplies, I can't distribute things.
Yeah, I know. Anne's so judgy, isn't she?
Well, since the theft of the quipus, my quipu kamayaks have been working overtime to recount everything. These royal accountants could really use some help.
Hey Plato, how would you feel if we just went and did some accounting right now?
Go to the storerooms and speak to my head quipu kamayak. He will tell you what to do.
I mean, Politics was like, oh man, it's great that we're hanging out with William the Bastard, right? And Ivan just cares about, you know...
Goodbye, and remember, millions of my hungry citizens are counting on you.
I guess it's not easy ruling over 12 million hungry people. Talk about job stress.
Oh no, I'll totally be able to do accounting. It's fine. It's great. This is how you dress in your day-to-day work, isn't that right? This is just standard accountant attire.
These nuts are wearing me out. We'll never recount the supplies in time.
Oh, right. Are you... What are all these strings all about?
I have to knot hundreds of them to replace the ones that were stolen. Each of the knots has a number value, as does each color of string. By tying different knots on different colored strings, I can record exact numbers. Like the number of llamas in the Empire, for example. Well, I was trained to do this in school, but it's not too hard. It's all in the fingers, really.
Alright, so what are we supposed to actually do
See those
here?
storerooms? Please count everything inside each one. Then mark down the number by putting corn kernels on the nearest counting frame.
Okay, so it's just counting.
Sure. By putting
I can do that,
kernels in
Flato.
empty spaces on the counting
Fine.
frame, you'll record specific numbers. Here's a big handful for you.
We've got corn!
Okay, wait here. I'll run a quick count. I counted 1,574 ears of corn piled in there. I know, I'm a really fast counter. It's a gift.
A 1574.
Let's use that counting frame.
Use the counting frame to mark down the number of corn cobs in the storeroom.
1, 5, 7, 4, I believe.
According to what you've marked on the tablet,
Oh.
there are 4,751 ears of corn.
Okay, I've
in the
got that
store.
backwards.
No, that's not right. Try again. Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Use the counting frame to mark down the number of corn cobs in the storeroom.
This should be easy to fix, though.
I see. So you say there are 1,574 ears of corn.
Shut
That's
up.
correct. Will you do the same for the other storerooms?
I didn't know the order.
So
I don't use the counting boards every single day like you do.
Hang on to your hat. I'll be right back. 3,029 potatoes. The spuds were really flying in there. Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Please
329.
indicate the quantity of potatoes in the storeroom on that counting frame. By your markings on the counting frame, you've indicated there are 3,029 potatoes. You have done me a great service. Don't stop now.
We can't record a number on this frame till we've counted inside the storeroom.
What if we just guessed, Anne?
I'll be back in a flash.
Or you could run in there while I was looking at the frame.
There are 628 piles of cotton in there. It's a shame the Incas don't know about t-shirts.
You might be able to introduce the concept given your strange foreign
Let's
fashion.
use that counting frame.
Please record the number of cotton plants here, based on the storeroom inventory.
It was 628, I believe. That, and that.
By your markings on the counting frame, you've indicated there are 628 piles of cotton.
Honestly, the splicing on this guy's lines are pretty
Excellent
good.
work. You are rather handy with a counting frame. Now please go tell Pachacuti that we are finished at last with the storeroom inventories.
Okay. Let's cross this bridge
Watch your
first.
step on the rope bridge.
I'm kind of curious
It's
what's
a
over there.
long way down.
Llama.
Hey, those llamas must be good luck. We found a C note.
But none of these have quite the glint of something useful in a mint.
Llamas are essential beasts of burden in the high mountains. They were so valued that the Incas didn't use them for wool or meat until they died of natural causes. Llamas are essential
Oh, it's
beasts
the same
of
line
burden
for all
in
the
high
llamas?
mountains. They were so valued that the Incas didn't use them for wool or meat until they died of natural causes.
I mean, I will say, I wish I could count as fast as she can. It's impressive.
Hello again, my faithful friends. What news have you?
The storerooms are counted. What next?
Ah, my profound thanks for your clever counting skills. But there remains one more important task to complete. Can you help me with it?
Who are you?
I am the great Pachacuti, ninth ruler of the Inca Empire and descendant of the gods.
Okay. Okay, sure.
I need to transport some food to a distant village suffering from famine. Please gather about 100 potatoes from my royal storerooms and load them on a llama. And let me know when the loading is complete so I won't worry.
Is this one, right?
Spud heaven. I grabbed exactly 115 purebred potatoes and stuffed them in this sack. We're good to go.
He said
Very good.
100, Anne.
But before you go, please adjust the counting frame to match the reduced number of potatoes in the royal storeroom.
Okay, so you subtract 115.
We still have 3,029 marked here. We'll need to account for the 115 potatoes we've bagged.
Okay. That's gonna be 2, 9. Boy.
I see. So you say there are 2,914 potatoes.
Perfect work, Detective. You've updated that counting frame to account for all the potatoes taken from the storeroom.
It would have been easier if you hadn't arbitrarily decided to throw 15 more potatoes in there.
That sack has 115 of Pachacuti's potatoes. Perfect fit. Let's head back to Pachacuti and let him know the llamas are loaded and ready.
Pachacuti, please.
Hello again, my faithful friends. What
We have
news
loaded up the
you?
llamas.
No. Thanks to you, I now have the Empire running smoothly again. But you might be able to help me interpret the strange symbols I found on this paper.
Holy mama llama! It's the third Carmen note.
Okay, hide beneath tears of the moon, and there I'll come to find you soon.
I'm activating the cuffs. Watch out, villain. Here we come.
So... the tears of the moon is silver.
Inca stonework was a marvel to behold. The carved stones fit together so closely that mortar wasn't even needed to hold things together. Amazing, huh? This road is part of a sophisticated highway system built by the Incas. The Romans may have had a knack for flat roads, but the Incas built theirs
I am
up
not
and
clicking
over
on
steep mountains.
With those
those
roads,
prompts.
It now only takes 2 days for my subjects to fetch me fresh fish from the sea, instead of weeks.
Trying to go over here. I think we have to go over here. Sack of pottery, sack of silver. There we go.
Smart move. Silver was called Tears of the Moon by the Incas, so our thief must be hiding in that sack of silver.
I have to say, accounting is dirt easy.
Time for a high-energy high five. We've nabbed Jane Reaction. You're headed back to the Acme lockup, Jane. And with its patented new laser bar security, you won't be escaping again.
You've caught up with me again, agents, but you'll never accelerate fast enough for a collision with Carmen.
Congratulations! You re-jailed Jane Reaction, recaptured the accounting quipus, and fixed food distribution for the whole Inca Empire. Thanks to you, Pachacuti's kingdom will grow far and wide. And speaking of empire builders, Carmen has already pulled another time heist. Can you take the case right now?
Honestly, I think this is actually a pretty good place to stop it. So I'm gonna say no.
Fine. You certainly deserve a rest. Come back soon, though. Crime waits for no one.
Except it's waiting for you right now, and shh, don't look at that. All right, let's head to my outro screen, which is just another stream. Anyway, it was great seeing everyone. Might want to open up my my Twitch so I can actually see your comments, see the chat, or the good night. All right. Yeah, it was good. I'm glad seeing everyone. If I knew how to set up a raid, I would totally raid your stream, Propalian. But I'm not sure how to do. Wait, there's a button down here. Yes, I am going to be saving this to YouTube. So, yeah, I think I am going to end for right now. Anyone who's interested in just continuing to hang out, you can head over to Propalian's stream. I believe they are doing Mountain Blade Warband right now. And I hope everyone has a good night. Take care and goodbye.